people, a new year means seeking out a new job. And if you're on the hunt, you'll want to be aware of some potential dangers.
I feel like this is everywhere right now. As to make it harder, Holly Wilbanks is sharing some things you need to watch out for when you're filling out those applications. So let's start with the good news. If someone wants to jump ship, change fields, professions, companies, this is actually a really good time to do it, right?
This is a great time. So a lot of companies set their budgets at the end of last year. They got the approval to hire for new positions. So right now, as we're going to start to see that uptick in new positions opening up, it's also people who over the holidays maybe decided, hey, like I'm ready for a change. They get a new job, they open a vacancy at their former employer, and therefore that creates another job too. So it's very cyclical right now at this time of year.
Okay. Yeah, well, that's good news. Now on to some bad news. There are some evolutions that are happening, some not so great ones when it comes to applying for a job. What should people be aware of?
So you're going to have a lot of options when applying for jobs now. Companies, in most cases, are going to ask you to apply via a portal. And people have figured out, hey, I need to figure out how to get past this software, right? And a lot of people are turning to AI to do that. And AI has come a long way, particularly in terms of, for instance, writing your resume or cover letter. But it's not quite there yet the way that people think it is. And so what we're seeing is people typing prompts into AI saying, for instance, write my retail associate resume for me.
Oh, that never works.
And don't get me wrong, it looks really good. It sounds really good. It's probably better than what they could have written, but it doesn't necessarily reflect their experience, and it doesn't highlight what's unique about them, their achievements, and people are just throwing that out to the market, hoping to get traction. And what's happening is that a lot of other people are doing the same thing. They're putting the same prompts in, and recruiters are tearing their hair out going, why do we keep seeing the same resumes with different names on them? It's because of AI.
And I always work under the guise of work smarter, not harder. I understand getting help, because whenever you're looking for a job, often it can be very stressful. But I thought that AI, in some terms, was supposed to be helping us out as far as employment was concerned. Is there any way we can get around this?
Absolutely, and AI really can be our friend in our job search. So we recommend to our clients using it as a way to draft your cover letter or draft your resume. But let me tell you, you have to then read every single word and line to make sure that you, A, have the experience that AI filled in for you.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
And then B, highlight your achievements and your accomplishments, and of course, what makes you unique and valuable compared to other candidates. Authenticity sells nowadays. So when you are coming across as if you're exactly like everybody else, you're not selling yourself.
Yeah, so it's good to use it as a template, but you need to tweak it and make it personalized to you.
Just like in our English classes, and our teachers were like, that's a great first draft. Now I want you to do it again. Use AI as your great first draft, and then you do it again and personalize it and perfect it.
What else should people be on the look for?
So job scams targeting job seekers.
That's so mean.
It is really
so
mean. And you know, people who are unemployed or who are particularly hating their job and really stressed are really falling prey to these scams. And we're seeing a variety of scams. I actually got a text message on my way here this morning from Calvin, who has a job that just opened up, and he wants to talk to me about it.
I've been getting those.
And so
you just said that.
So the text message scams are huge. And if you don't know the person sending it to you, or you don't know the recruiting company or staffing firm listed on there, do your research before you think about A, opening that text, or B, responding to it. And I think research is key, because there are even job postings online right now that seem at first like they're a legit posting, and then you start to read it and there's a weird sense of urgency about that, or a sense of urgency even about filling the position, getting back to people, responding. Any kind of urgency is a red flag.
Yeah.
And
Seems too good to be true. It probably is.
Yeah, it definitely is. And whatever you do, do not pay any money up front. A legit employer will not be asking you for money for a referral. That was in the Wall Street Journal recently. They're not going to be asking you for money for equipment that you need to buy in advance.
Right.
They're not going to be asking you for money to be able to start the job either. So anything that asks you to pay any money in advance, huge red flag, stay away from it.
Holly,
These are
thanks for
such
those
good tips.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Be safe out there.
If you'd like to learn more about the Wilbanks Consulting Group, head to kdka.com/talkpittsburgh for more information.